Hello, I'm Pastor Joe, and I want to welcome you to Impacts. Impacts is a video teaching series where I try to help nurture your faith in, your commitment to, and your relationship with Jesus Christ. You know, how we talk about the church really is important. And one of the ways we often talk about the church, and it's a natural way, is we'll say things like, I'm going to be going to church tomorrow. Or we'll ask somebody, are you going to church? We ask that as if the brick and mortar part, the buildings are the church. Now, our buildings are important, but what the church isn't the buildings, it's what we do there. You see, we, the people of God, gathered together, make up the church. So, in this series, we're going to be looking at a passage from Acts to gain a biblical understanding of what the church is, who we are called to be. So, come on, let's get started. You know, to be more accurate, rather than tell someone that we are going to church, what we really ought to be saying is, we are going to be the church. You see, we don't go to the church because the church isn't the buildings. We are going to be a part of the church. We are going to be the church because, again, the church is the people of God who gather together to be about His business. So what is His business? Well, we're going to be looking at a passage from Acts. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Acts 2, verse 42 through 47. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe, and many wonders and miraculous signs were done by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. Selling their possessions and goods, they gave to anyone as he had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. So this passage from the book of Acts lays out four key aspects of what the church is, what makes up the church, what it is that we as God's people are called to be a part of. When we look at this passage, one of the first things we come to says that they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching. They devoted themselves. You see, they were committed. This is something they didn't just do and move on, but they were engaged in it regularly. They were committed to it. What were they committed to? They were committed to the apostles' teaching. They were committed to studying, reading, and understanding the sacred text. For us, that would be the Bible. You see, passing on the faith is vital and it is important. But not only passing it on, growing in it, growing in our understanding, and having our lives transformed by it is important. Now, I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long or how short a time you have been a Christian. Studying God's Word is so important. It is something that all of us need to do. Christian education, studying God's Word, is vital to our own spiritual growth. And the goal of education, the goal of Christian education, whether you call it Sunday school, spiritual formation, discipleship class, Bible study, you can call it whatever you want. The goal is not so much information as much as it is transformation. You can know this book inside and out, but until it makes a difference in your life, something is missing. So we need to devote ourselves to the study of God's Word. And we need to do this on our own, but we also need to do it in the company of others. Because as we read in Acts, this is the community of faith coming together. So we need to join with other Christians to be about studying this book. Not just so we'll know more, which is important, but so we will be transformed. So our lives will be changed and we will be more Christ-like in all of our relationships and all of our dealings with other people and just the way we go about living our lives. So here's my challenge to you this week. I want you to take a look at your spiritual formation. How are you growing in your faith? Are you involved in Sunday school? Are you involved in a Bible study? If not, I encourage you to seek one out. Find you a Sunday school class. Join a Bible study. Gather with other Christians. You will give them the opportunity to help you grow in your faith, but you're also going to be helping them grow in theirs. That's what it means to be a part of a community. Well, look, I thank you for joining me this week as we begin our exploration of the church. I hope that you will join me next week as we continue this process. I also want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new videos that I may post. I hope you will also share this video with your friends and neighbors. Well, look, until we get together next week, my prayer is that God's blessings will be with you.